perfect execution in this routine.
It was an opportunity for the Chinese to make a very strong statement to the International Federation of Gymnastics, demanding more credit for their innovativeness on this event. It's going to change.
Well, Liu earns a 9.812 on that routine. A great performance indeed. The Romanians are the defending champions here, and they're now at the balance beam. In spite of the many political changes affecting their country, their national gymnastics program remains a source of pride.
Until the fall of communism, their athletes were shrouded in mystery. The Romanians had revolutionized the sport, but no one knew how. The answer lies in the ancient Transylvanian town of Deva, home of the Olympic Training Center. Their most famous student, Nadia Comaneci.
We had a very organized selection procedure. We went to the kindergartens, we went to the schools, yearly, maybe 6 months interval sometimes, and selecting and reselecting, screening the school population, and trying to find those kids, the ones who been the best fitting for the sport of gymnastics. Smaller ones, dynamic ones, powerful ones, the ones who could promise a great performance in gymnastics.
Searching for the most suitable students as early as possible is still the foundation of the program today. This is the National Training Center in Deva. Approximately 800 children from all over the country, most showing a proficiency in gymnastics, have been invited to live in this special school, where the emphasis is on sports training. The youngest students are just 4 years old. The children are homesick for about a week after they're dropped off, but it's a great opportunity to be here. At Deva, all expenses and total care are paid for by the government. The youngest children sleep together in this dormitory, 8 per room. They attend gymnastics classes 7 hours a week, which progresses as they reach the junior and elite levels. Academics are equally important. If they're athletically gifted, Deva will become their home for many years to come.
We keep our girls, our best girls, we keep together, not 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 months. Years and years. They are like a family. Yeah, I am like a father with 12 or 15 children. And this is important for the future. And I think this is one of the secrets of the preparation.
From a pool of some 300 students, a dozen or so advance to the elite senior national team, who live a life quite separate from the central school. The other secret? Intense training. By age 14, the practice sessions that begin at 7 a.m. have increased to 7 hours a day, 7 days a week. Their hard work and sacrifice has made them world champions, but it has also given them something more. For over 40 years, the Romanian people were totally repressed. In a country that has had precious little, their success has been immeasurable. They, like Nadia, will always be heroes at home.
It is certain that gymnastics has a special place in the hearts of the Romanian people. It is not only a question of medals won, it is a question of the Romanian soul. Because in those moments of cruelty, when we had nothing, we rejoiced when we saw that Romania could have such stars.
And the product of that Deva program is our next athlete, Andreea Cocovan. One can only imagine how important it would be to the proud Romanian people if she's able to help her team successfully defend their world championship title.
Now, the Romanians are under a lot of pressure here on the balance beam. They already have a low score of 9.275 that they would like to drop. So everyone else has to hit.
Each team's top 5 scores out of 6 athletes count toward the total.
I was talking to Andrea's coach, Octavian Bello, the other day, and he said she's a very bright young lady. She does crossword puzzles, and I said, what's amazing about that? And he says, she does them in English.
How's your Romanian crossword puzzle going, by the way?
Not too good.
Boy, she is really getting the Romanians back on track here. This is what we're more accustomed to seeing, this level of performance under pressure. historically, they haven't had the same choreography on the balance beam as the Chinese. But they have usually outperformed them in terms of consistency with stuck landings like that.
Now over at the uneven bars, an athlete is having a great meet here, China's Mo Weilan.
You always expect greatness from this team on the uneven bars. And even more than that, innovativeness. They're the first ones to do most skills. Like this one right here. It's called a Gaylord. Just incredible body line. Look how straight her body is, how aggressively she swings.
Oh, and another release. Beautiful reverse hex. This routine is perfect so far.
Oh, a little step on the landing. You're right, the rest of the routine was just about perfect. She was the first woman to perform this skill on women's uneven bars. It's even considered to be one of the more difficult elements in the men's high bar. Notice how she even keeps her toes pointed throughout the entire skill.
This is one hairy move. Look at this. It's a 1.5 flip over the bar, and it looks like she catches with her hands and her knees at the same time. If this move looks like it's really hard, well, that's because it is. Almost impossible.
Beautiful amplitude. Look how high she is up above the bar.
Kathy, you have to believe that maybe the Chinese are the best on bars of all time?
Absolutely, without a doubt. This is the only weakness, if you can even call it a weakness. She pikes down a little too much on the double layout and has to take a step.
Mo earned a 9.862 on the bars, same score that Kokovan earned on beam. When we return, Shannon Miller on the floor. Wide world of sports coverage of the World Gymnastics Championships, where American Kerri Strug is here on her 5th World Championship team, getting ready for the floor exercise.
And she's having a great meet so far. She's perhaps the best tumbler on this U.S. team, and you're going to see why. Reminiscent of Mary Lou. Very high double layout. Kerri has been such an important part of the U.S. success over the past 4 years. Wanted to qualify for the all-around finals and never has. She has a very good shot here.
She tied Shannon Miller's high score for the team on bars.
Big final tumbling run. Another one here. 4 tumbling passes. Might as well show off your strength.
Caroli trying to psych up Shannon Miller. She's next up on floor, but Kerri Strug comes off the floor to a big bear hug. Now, every time the American women's team have won a medal in World Championship competition, Shannon Miller has been part of that team.
She's a very important part now. She's injured, and this was the conference that took place earlier. They discussed how they were going to change her tumbling passes around to accommodate a very sore foot and ankle. They've chosen to let her compete on the floor exercise, but water her tumbling down.